Now on CoastTV News.
We're seeing some limited visibility this morning in some fog. So far, nothing too dense, but that fog burns off the sunshine and very warm temperatures today, and then sharply cooler heading into Friday. And that continues into the weekend with some showers. I'll time it out on Futurecast next.
Fifth victim found. What we're learning about the construction worker who died in the Key Bridge collapse.
Replacing Cardin, a big step begins today as early voting starts in Maryland, including the big primary race for Senate as Ben Cardin finishes his final term.
Overdose crisis in Sussex County, a shocking trend that is leaving health experts perplexed. Delaware State Police on alert.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Thursday, May 2nd, 2024.
Yeah, Springfest starts today in Ocean City. Looking forward to this all weekend long event.
Very cool. I like that it's 4 days.
Yes.
You know?
Thursday, just kind of that getting into the weekend.
Exactly. You know, sometimes 2 days isn't enough. Friday, maybe you're busy.
Right.
So starts today, Springfest. Yeah, it's free during the day.
That's awesome.
Very cool. I've been before. Have you?
No, I'm looking forward to seeing what my options are for that this year.
Yeah, a lot of options. You might need all 4 days to check everything out. So good news is it's a good time to do that.
I'll go tomorrow. You can just you can be solo anchor tomorrow. I'll do a live report from
Okay.
Springfest for you. There
Don't even. Just go get your good food, and it might not actually be open this early.
Yeah.
You know. Well, we had good intentions.
All right.
Well, good weather today to go to Springfest. Let's see if the rest of the weekend will be good, though. We're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Hey, Bob.
Hey there, guys. You know, with temperatures into the 80s today, we should maybe call it Summerfest because it's going to be toasty. We're starting to see visibility dropping off a little bit, maybe some fog inland areas of Delaware. 4 miles now in Georgetown. You see kind of this brighter white color, so watch out for pockets of fog as we go through the morning. 6 miles in Salisbury and Ocean City. And that fog will burn off mid-morning. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly clear skies. A beautiful start to the day. A little cooler out there as we've got some high clouds building in from the northwest and a front kind of wiggling over the top of us going back and forth, a little backdoor cold front. We're looking at temperatures cool this morning, 52 in Salisbury, 56 Georgetown, Lewis at 58. So need the light jacket, won't need it for long as we're looking at a light southwesterly wind. Here's Futurecast at 7. We could still see some areas of fog lingering through about 9 a.m. and then it burns off quickly. 70s and low 80s into the afternoon, mid to upper 80s, some inland areas a little bit later on this afternoon, but cooler 60s from Ocean City to Dewey Beach and then around 85 in Lewis. So very warm, near record highs this afternoon. Have the sunscreen UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's very high. It's an 8, burn time 20 minutes, hat, sunglasses, sunscreen. You need all of those, not only today, but into tomorrow as well, as we stay in that very high range, but dipping back into the medium range as we go into the weekend and early next week. So be extra careful today and tomorrow in the sun.
Thank you, Bob. We have some shocking video to show you here. This morning, at least 24 people are homeless after this massive fire. Crews in New York responded to it. It was at a supermarket in Brooklyn on Wednesday. According to the New York Fire Department, this broke out around 6 p.m. You can see that huge plume of smoke going into the sky. Authorities believe the fire started in a supermarket, and the flames spread to at least 4 surrounding buildings.
Authorities in Maryland have recovered the body of the 5th victim at the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse site. The Unified Command identified the victim as 49-year-old construction worker Miguel Angel Lunez Gonzalez. According to the release, investigators recovered his body from inside a red truck. Of course, this all happening after that day we all remember the Key Bridge collapsed after a cargo vessel slammed into the bridge.
Early voting begins today in Maryland. It all leads up to the May 14th primary election. That race, it has the attention of the national media. It's for Senate. Ben Cardin will retire at the end of this term. 10 Democrats, 7 Republicans are on the ballot for the primary in the attempt to become the next Maryland senator. There is one location for early voting in Worcester County, the Ocean City Powell Convention Center. There are 2 locations in Wicomico County. They're both in Salisbury. One is at the Civic Center, the other at the First Baptist Church Family Life and Cultural Center. That's located on Booth Street. You can vote from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. today through May 9th.
Health officials are sounding the alarm on what they're calling an overdose crisis. According to officials, they're seeing an unusual Narcan-resistant overdoses in Sussex County. BB and various state agencies, they're still trying to figure out exactly what's even causing a rise in Sussex County overdoses. After a press conference Wednesday afternoon, some big questions are still being left unanswered. Officials say they're not entirely sure what drug is causing this, and on top of that, doctors say patients suffering from this specific kind of overdose need more care, and they're spending more time in the hospital than other overdose patients. BB says it's a very unsettling trend, and they're asking people to stay vigilant.
Unlike COVID, there's no vaccine for this. It's about information, it's about awareness, and working together so that we can make sure that people are as healthy as possible here in Sussex County, as well as throughout the state of Delaware.
We were told in the press conference that there will be more information about what this overdose-causing substance is.
That press conference, it outlined a bulletin from the Poison Center or Control Center. It says synthetic opioid derivatives are in the eastern part of Delaware, and they carry similar symptoms such as agitation and delirium, severe sedation and coma, respiratory depression, and movement abnormalities that are attributed to seizures. The Division of Substance Abuse and Mental Health Director says fentanyl test strips can be requested with Narcan kits. BB has given 1,300 new kits to distribute through its healthcare system and 200 doses to its emergency department alone.
Patients involved are trying to satisfy the need to address the feelings, the substance abuse cravings that they're having, and that's part of the unfortunate effects of drug addiction. So they may not be aware of or able to identify exactly what they've taken.
And health officials say repeat doses of naloxone may be necessary to restore breathing. And if you don't know how to administer Narcan, there are reoccurring and newly added training events in our area, and you can find them in the link to this story on CoastTV.com.
The sudden spike in overdoses comes less than a month after the Delaware Division of Forensic Science released data. It showed the number of overdose deaths in Delaware has actually decreased for the first time in 10 years. There were 527 accidental drug overdoses in 2023. It's according to that data. Although statewide deaths decreased, Sussex County saw the increase in overdose-related deaths in the last quarter of 2022.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how confident are you in local medical facilities' ability to handle the overdose crisis?
What went up in our last hour is not confident. That was closer to 45. It's now 46% of you voting for that one. 33% of you say you're moderately confident. 21% of you say you are very confident. You can vote still. Go to CoastTV.com or vote on our mobile app.
This morning, Delaware State Police will continue to determine the cause of a crash last night in Harbison. This was just before 6 p.m. on Forest Road. State Police told Coast TV News that there was a patient in critical condition. The Milton Fire Department was on the scene. We do not have an update on the status of the person who was injured. Also this morning, a Millsboro man facing a slew of charges, including 4 felonies, after he resisted arrest and attempted to disarm a Delaware State Police trooper. According to State Police, 35-year-old Brandon Myers assaulted a woman in Millsboro and then ran away. Once police caught him, they say the situation escalated until Myers was tased. Myers and state troopers, they had minor injuries. Myers was committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on over $94,000 cash bond. Tensions on college campuses across the country are boiling over with anti-Israel protests, some turning violent, some with attacks on Jewish students. Yeah, now some universities, they're suspending students, canceling classes, and calling for support from local law enforcement. Even Congress now getting involved. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how students, lawmakers, and the White House are all responding.
As nationwide protests continue, colleges and universities grapple with how to handle growing tensions over the war in Gaza. House Republicans got a first-hand look at an encampment at George Washington University Wednesday.
We're seeing these protests spring up all across the United States. We're hearing from Jewish students that they don't feel safe.
Across the country, there are concerns about outside agitators interfering with peaceful demonstrations.
I noticed some of them were students. Their faces did look familiar, and there were certainly people there who were not students. They almost seemed like professional burglars, which made it even more scary because they don't have anything to lose.
The Biden administration says it supports lawful protest and condemns hateful speech.
We are also going to call out any type of anti-Semitism that we are hearing, that we are seeing, the hate.
Pro-Palestinian protesters are standing firm.
We plan to be here until our demands are met, no matter what.
Domestic and foreign policy challenges taking center stage on campuses and on Capitol Hill. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
In response to the anti-Israel protests, Republicans are also seeking to launch investigations into anti-Semitism on college campuses. This all comes as President Biden has gone days without speaking publicly on the chaos as he prepares to head to his Wilmington home tomorrow.
Well, Matt, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Paige, coming up, greeting new golf course. We're going to show you the new and improved Southern Delaware Golf Club that's taking the place of the old Rookery North in Milford.
Also ahead, paid parking in progress in some coastal communities along our coast. We're telling you what you need to know for the upcoming summer season.
And changes coming to King Charles Avenue in Rehoboth Beach, what the city is implementing to improve traffic flow. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Rally for our first responders, Saturday, June 1st from 12 to 6 at Hudson Fields. Enjoy this family-friendly event full of live music, kids activities, food trucks, vendors, live auction, car show, competitive and social cornhole tournaments, and so much more. Tickets are on sale now starting at $10. Plus, sponsorship opportunities are still available. For more info, visit coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for Maryland.
The man with the guts to stand up to Biden, Robin Ficker.
Biden's let 7.2 million illegals into our country. That's more than all of Maryland. I'll stand with President Trump to secure the border, declare war on the cartels, and ban welfare for illegals.
Veteran, conservative fighter, Robin Ficker for Senate.
I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message.
A happy place comes in many colors. One that leaves you feeling refreshed.
Thank you very much, honey.
Something that gets you all fired up. Or gives you the space to chill. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy.
Feels like home. Honor cyclists and loved ones who were injured or lost their lives as a result of vehicle-cyclist crashes. Join us for the Maryland Eastern Shore Ride of Silence Wednesday, May 15th at 6 p.m. As part of May Bike Month, we're bringing attention to drivers and cyclists sharing the road. Start and finish at Unity Square in Salisbury. Helmets are required and lights front and back are encouraged. For more information, visit the Ride of Silence Maryland Eastern Shore Facebook page.
It is 6:13 on this Thursday morning, and we are seeing pockets of fog across the area. This is our tintless casual furniture cam, I should say, and it's not dense fog. You know, we can see from the camera, but you see how we have the patchy fog in areas, so be extra careful. 1 minute you might be in the fog, the next minute you may not be. 53 in Laurel right now. You can see this white hatched area indicating some of the thicker fog around central parts of Delaware. 4 miles there, 6 in Salisbury and 6 in Ocean City. We'll see that fog burning off mid-morning. It's cool out there, beginning with temperatures into the 50s. Winds are light right now, but they'll be picking up from the southwest with time. So aside from the fog, we have some high clouds building in. Otherwise, mostly clear and a beautiful day for your outdoor activities, including golf as I drain yet another putt. Excellent weather today for golf. Lots of sunshine, very warm. Make sure you have plenty of water and sunscreen, and 88 on the golf course today.
Just ahead of the busy summer season, Grotto Pizza has reopened in Dewey Beach with a modern restaurant on Coastal Highway. This one, it's across from its old location, and that site, the old site, will soon be home to stores and condos. This new Grotto Pizza features open-air dining, sports bar, takeout, open Thursday and through Sunday for lunch and dinner. There are expected hours that will start in just a few weeks. Taking a look with our Coast Copter, King Charles Avenue, this is Rehoboth Beach, and on Tuesday, the city launched the King Charles Avenue pilot project to improve traffic flow. Stockley Street now has new crosswalks and a pedestrian release island, while Newcastle Street features new crosswalks and corner bump outs. These changes, what they are, they're designed to improve pedestrian safety by shortening crossing distance and slowing traffic. City invites public feedback through a survey on Reach Out Rehoboth.
Job openings have fallen to the lowest level in 3 years. Data released Wednesday from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows U.S. employers had about 8.5 million available jobs in March. Right now, there are 1.3 jobs for every job seeker. So that compares to during the pandemic recovery when that ratio was 2 to 1. Heads up, some Ford pickup owners, you'll need to take a trip back to your dealer. An electrical issue is causing the automaker to recall more than 242,000 of the Maverick pickups. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the taillights on these vehicles can fail to illuminate. That, of course, poses a potential safety hazard. This recall is for Maverick pickups from 2022 and 2024. Still ahead this morning, paid parking in progress in Lewis. We're telling you when you can expect other coastal communities to start their meters.
Absolutely gorgeous sunrise over Delaware Bay right now. Look at that. Check that out. Tunnel and Razor Camp 58 in Lewis. Beautiful vista there. Any fog will burn off mid-morning, but take it slow and use those low beam headlights. Otherwise, very warm today to almost hot, then sharply cooler Friday into the weekend. Some rain chances beginning Sunday. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up in 2 minutes.
At Chesapeake Home Services, we take the risk so you don't have to. Trust our team with the sale and installation of your new heating and air conditioning system, and if you're not satisfied for any reason within the first year and we can't fix it, we'll buy it back. At Chesapeake, we make sure you get the best affordable price to include flexible financing options with payments as low as $95 a month. When it's time for a new HVAC system, take the safest road out there. Chesapeake Home Services, we always go the extra mile.
Service sure to make you smile. They always go the extra mile.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them. Hour by hour. Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans. They're a promise. Made to every American. Every American. And we're not gonna let anyone break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I. And you can consider that a promise too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
At Spicer Brothers, we're not just about installing roofs. We're about protection, durability, and peace of mind. Our team of skilled professionals can install your last roof using the highest quality materials in as little as 1 day. And we make it easy with on-site design and digital proposal.
And right now, save $1,000 off your new roof. Plus, have peace of mind with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty. And the best part, enjoy no interest and no payments for 18 months.
Call today and schedule your free in-home consultation because you deserve the best.
We're at 6:18 on this Wednesday morning. How about this? You are looking live at that sunrise. Everybody, I feel like Ron Burgundy. Everybody, look at your screen. What a spectacular shot there. It's sunny there in Lewis, but Bob, you've actually been tracking some fog in our area.
Yeah, inland areas of Delaware, Matt, we are seeing that fog beginning to develop. So sun's coming up and the sun will do its job and burn that fog off eventually. But I think the next hour or two, do watch out for some of that thicker fog. Here's the visibility right now. You can see the white shaded area across central Delaware, including Georgetown, maybe into Millsboro, and then to the north and west as well, and westward towards Seaford. So watch out for the patchy fog there. 4 miles, 6 miles in some haze and fog in Salisbury and Ocean City. It should be burned off pretty quickly this morning by 9 a.m. and some record highs are possible today. The record now standing is 90 from 2018, and we're getting awfully close to that this afternoon. I'm expecting a high of 88. So we're going to see a big temperature swing as we're starting in the 50s, as cool as 52 in Salisbury, 54 in Delmar. So jacket out the door, and then you're going to segue to shorts and T-shirts later on today. Indian River Inlet at 57. As the winds are light from the southwest now, but they'll pick up a little bit today, and that coupled with mostly sunny skies will give us a very warm day. Here's a view on the satellite picture. You can see the mostly clear skies. There's a front back to our east. Looks like it's starting to edge off shore a little bit as that warmer air is building in from the south and west. And we have some high clouds moving in through D.C. and parts of the mountains around Maryland. And some of those high clouds will sneak in. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies with high pressure. The closest bad bad weather as well to our west through Texas up into Minnesota with showers and storms there. So no worries for us there. We're just looking at some fog this morning. Here is Futurecast at 7 a.m. Watch out for those areas of patchy fog. Temperatures warming through the 50s and 60s. By 9 a.m., I think much of the fog is gone, and then by noon, it's lots of sunshine, and the heat is on, as Glenn Fry used to say. 70s and low 80s, Salisbury, Delmar, and Seaford all around 80, but then 60s and 70s along the coast, then mid to some upper 80s as we go into this afternoon around 487 Long Neck, Salisbury 86, but cooler right along the coast from Ocean City to Dewey Beach because of, well, the proximity to the colder Atlantic Ocean. As we go through this evening, mainly clear skies. Then overnight, we've got changes. The wind's going to shift to the east and temperatures 60s early tomorrow morning, falling through the 50s. And in fact, by noon, it's mainly cloudy with temperatures in the low 50s, some 40s along the coast. So very chilly into the afternoon, maybe some lower 60s well inland. And then going out, perhaps you're going out to dinner Friday evening, it is going to be almost cold with temperatures in the low 50s and a raw easterly wind. So enjoy that warmth today with that southerly breeze, which becomes easterly eventually, and that easterly wind coming off the cold Atlantic Ocean right into this upcoming weekend. So a raw Saturday with lots of clouds, but I think it stays dry. The rain starts to build in as we go into Sunday, late Sunday, and could linger into Monday as well. Here is your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 88 today, and then temperatures tanking on Friday. 63 probably early, and then 50s much of the day with partly cloudy skies. Cloudy on Saturday, 62, and then 71 on Sunday. Increasing showers. It does warm up a little bit, upper 70s Monday and drier. Another chance of showers Tuesday, 76, 83 by Wednesday, lingering showers. So good to see we do get into a wetter pattern moving into next week.
Thank you, Bob. We're reaching that time of the year, paying to park in our beach communities. In fact, in Lewis, it's already here. Downtown, it will cost you now $1.50 per hour to park. At the beach, it'll cost $2.50. And one local we spoke with told us she was caught off guard with the start of parking season.
Found out I was in the shop, found out I have to pay, so I run back to my car, and then I'm like, well, what do I do? There's nothing there. So then I asked somebody, and they said, oh, I think it's over there. So I'm over here, and it's like, okay, now I got to go back and find out what my license plate is, and then do this.
And the paid parking season in Lewis ends on September 30th for the beach. It lasts until October 14th for the downtown area.
Yeah, so here's what you need to know when you're heading to the beaches this summer. We've got you covered from Rehoboth Beach to Ocean City. So first, Rehoboth and Dewey's paid parking season begins May 15th. When visiting Rehoboth Beach, you'll pay $4 an hour downtown. In Dewey, it's $3.50 an hour. Lewis, that ranges $1.50 to $2.50 an hour. In Bethany and in Fenwick, parking season's also May 15th. When visiting, you have to pay $3 an hour. And then in Ocean City, paid parking begins May 24th. Parking there ranges from $3 to $3.50 an hour. We have a full guide on summer parking on the coast on our website.
Yeah, a lot of good information there. Up next, Greeting New Golf Course will tell you about all the stages this course experienced to what it is today. We'll be right back on Coast TV News Today.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Shift gears for success with the DSN Scholar Athlete Award. Brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva High School senior who excels in sports and in the classroom.
It's tap tone.
Oh, what a hit! They must have at least a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, driven by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Discover the lodges of coastal Delaware, featuring 2 exceptional communities with one goal: life your way. The life at the Lodge at Truett Homestead is like being on vacation every day, featuring worry-free independent living and unparalleled amenities with the convenience of a monthly rental community. Moving right down the road, experience refreshing coastal living at the Lodge at Historic Lewis, offering independent living, assisted living, and our Compass Memory Care program. Engage in vibrant activities, build lasting connections, and savor each moment. Visit our website or call today to learn how to make the Lodge lifestyle yours.
Embrace spring with a furry new family member from Puppies R Us.
Our commitment to you and your puppy starts with our Healthy Pup Promise, meaning every purebred and hybrid is vet-checked, vaccinated, and microchipped, ensuring the happiest and healthiest puppies. Plus, at Puppies R Us, we're experts in breeds, traits, and care, and offer all the food, toys, and supplies you'll need. Experience the warmth of spring at family-owned Puppies R Us in Bridgeville, where we put the puppies before us.
At Bath by Spicer Brothers, we understand that safety is important when it comes to your shower. Our design experts prioritize your safety without compromising on style or comfort. Equipped with features like sturdy seats, strategically placed grab bars, non-slip floors with low thresholds for easy access, and adjustable shower wands. Right now, we're offering a complimentary, customized safety upgrade with factory-certified 5-star installation guaranteed. Plus, take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026. Bath by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Break out the golf clubs, take a few practice swings, an event 2 years in the making. It teed off Wednesday with the grand opening of the Southern Delaware Golf Club in Milford. We're showing you its location on the map, but let's get you a look at that new course.
Ooh, those were all hole-in-ones. I can feel it. So there's a lot of history with this land. First opening way back in 1960 in a 9-hole course known as the Shawnee Country Club. For a long time, it was the Rookery North. And after a soft opening earlier in the year, the newly branded Southern Delaware Golf Club fully open and operational. But even though this course sits on the same land as its predecessors, the new owners, the Johnson Company, they've put a lot of time, money, and work into updating things. The greens have been redone, the bunkers, lots of returfing. Now, as for the experience on the course, seems to be getting high marks so far.
It's been great. The weather's been perfect. The course is in great condition. Grass is still growing in a little bit, but the greens, they've rolled really nice. The bunkers are perfect. Fairways are clean, so really got not much to complain about.
Now, one thing that's not quite ready for prime time just yet is the restaurant on the course. It's operated by Blue Oyster. There isn't a definitive date for when that will open just yet, but an employee we spoke with says they hope to be up and running within a few weeks.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is here again. And Bob, you're tracking some very warm temperatures, close to the 90s, not bad.
Yeah, very warm, quite warm, almost bordering on hot, but, you know, I guess when it gets to 90, I say it's hot. We're going to be awfully close to that this afternoon, guys. Inland, we're looking at upper 80s. 85 in Lewis today, 81 in Rehoboth, so a little cooler right along the coast. But then you don't have to go too far inland. 88 for Georgetown and Millsboro. Seaford, 88. The case, that's same case up into Dover as well. For the Eastern Shore, mid to upper 80s for you. 88 in Denton, Vienna, 87. 87 for Easton. A light southwesterly breeze. A little cooler along the coast, around 73 in Chincoteague, Ocean City, 75, but 85 in Pocomoke City, 88 in Salisbury, but a little cooler in Crisfield, 78. So you're closer to the water and you're a little cooler. Everybody cools down Friday into the weekend and some increasing showers into the weekend. More on that coming up in a couple of minutes.
All right, Bob, thank you. Also, coming up after the break, medical officials are sounding the alarm about an increase in overdoses. We're telling you why they say the recent cases are requiring longer hospital stays.
Marylanders begin to march to the polls today. Early voting begins, including the race to replace that man, retiring Senator Ben Cardin.
And a massive fire in New York, leaving dozens of people homeless overnight. We're telling you what officials are now saying about where that blaze began. All that and more on CoastTV News today.
Let's talk. He was killed entering his own apartment. Can a squatter shoot and kill the legal owner of the home?
I was raped last night. You're looking for a serial rapist who targets brides. He caters to hate groups all over the world.
You have a mole.
They're gonna kill me.
I don't know if I can help it.
Law & Order Thursday, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. BetRivers Online Casino. Feel the rush.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness now through May 10th. Save big when you join the judgment-free zone for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's right. We've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1, so it's easy to start getting that big fitness energy. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout, and most clubs open 24 hours, so you can get in, get energized, and get going. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Hurry. Deal ends Friday, May 10th.
Bay to Beach Builders is celebrating 20 years of helping families on Delmarva turn their dreams into reality. As one of the highest-rated home builders in the nation, we pride ourselves on offering the best home building experience. Choose from our award-winning home designs, or we can customize a plan that's tailored to your lifestyle. With Amish-built homes starting in the low 200s, we have a home for every stage of life and every budget. Start your journey by visiting one of our 2 convenient locations, or learn more at baytobeachbuilders.com.
Now on CoastTV News.
We're seeing some morning fog limiting visibility for some. Then that burns off to very warm sunshine today, bordering on hot, and then sharply cooler heading into Friday and the weekend with some showers at that time. I'll time it out on Futurecast coming up next.
Alarm over overdoses, a troubling trend over the past week in Sussex County, what health officials are telling us and also what they say they do not know.
Massive market blaze. This is what fire crews in Brooklyn had to deal with at a supermarket. The impact to those who live nearby.
Selecting a new senator, with that man, Ben Cardin, set to retire after this term. The process to determine his successor as early voting begins today in Maryland.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Dose?
You got it.
I had it right.
You had it right.
Okay.
You got it.
Well, first we'll go good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley, but you got it. Go for it.
Okay, so here it is.
Yeah.
I wrote it down, and I can't find it now. There we go. 6:31, Dos de Mayo. This is what you get when you try to make edits on the fly in the prompter. We're honing in on Cinco de Mayo.
You got it.
I did not land it. That did not land.
No, I'm going to give you a land.
No.
You got it eventually. Dos de Mayo today.
Yeah.
And Cinco de Mayo.
We're heading towards Cinco de Mayo.
We are, which is also, I hope I can say this.
Can we say it, Bob?
Bob's celebrating something.
Yes.
TMI.
Yay!
Personal
it's your anniversary.
Anniversary, yes, on Cinco de Mayo. 12 years of wedded bliss to my wife, Susan, as we head into the weekend. And the weather will deteriorate. We had a lot of rain for our wedding way back in 2012. So they said that's good luck. So, well, more rain this weekend. But we're looking at some fog this morning. Visibility 4 miles in Georgetown. So watch out for patchy fog here. Not really dense, but maybe pockets of thicker fog. Visibility better into Maryland right now as we're looking at mostly clear skies. And the sun's coming up and will burn off that fog here the next couple of hours. We have some high clouds floating through, and a front offshore that continues to drift offshore as a warmer air is working in from the southwest. It'll be really warm today, but a cool start. Need a light jacket out the door. Temperatures into the 50s. A light southwest wind now picks up as we go into the afternoon, but we're watching that fog burning off mid-morning, and then that quick warm-up by noon. 70s, lower 80s back through Seaford and Salisbury. Cooler along the beaches. That's where you'll find the relief today with 60s and 70s there. 80 Rehoboth and 85 in Lewis, mid to upper 80s, flirting with a record high in Georgetown later on, and still very mild for this evening. So your checklist for today: dress for summer, shorts, t-shirt, light colored clothing, take frequent breaks as well, find a shady spot, have the sunscreen handy, stay hydrated with water, drink a lot of water, and make sure you have your sunglasses as well.
All right, Bob, thank you. We have some shocking video now to show you. This morning, at least 24 people are homeless after this massive fire that we're showing you on your screen. Crews in New York responded to this fire at a supermarket in Brooklyn Wednesday. Now, according to the New York Fire Department, this fire broke out around 6 p.m., sending huge plumes of smoke into the sky like you're seeing. Authorities believe the fire started in a supermarket, and those flames spread to at least 4 surrounding buildings.
Early voting begins today in Maryland. In fact, polls will open about a half hour from now. It all leads up to the May 14th primary election. The race that has the attention of the national media is the race for Senate. That man, Ben Cardin, will retire at the end of this term. 10 Democrats, 7 Republicans are on the ballot for the primary in the attempt to become the next Maryland senator. There is one location for early voting in Worcester County. It's at the Ocean City Powell Convention Center. There are 2 centers in Wicomico County. Both of these are in Salisbury. One, the Civic Center, the other, First Baptist Church Family Life and Cultural Center on Booth Street. And again, you can vote starting at 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. today through May 9th.
An ominous warning. Health officials are alerting the public on a sudden and sharp increase in overdoses, shocking numbers in Delaware's overdose crisis.
State agencies and health officials say they have seen 30 overdoses just since last Thursday.
Now, to put that into perspective, in most weeks they would usually get maybe around 5. And here's the thing. The particular overdoses seem to be stronger and more dangerous than typical overdoses.
Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us health officials are on high alert.
Wednesday afternoon in front of the Margaret Rollins School of Nursing, doctors held a press conference in response to a spike in drug overdoses here in Sussex County.
Unlike COVID, there's no vaccine for this.
According to Dr. Paul Cowan, this string of overdoses seem to be more potent than others. Some cases have required more than 1 dose of Narcan, the drug that helps counteract an overdose. In fact, 11 patients had to be put on ventilators and 1 tragically died. And there's one more part of all of this that is making things even more complicated.
We don't know at this point exactly what the substance or combination of substances that these people are using. We certainly encourage our partners in the pre-hospital field and in the community to continue to use Narcan for these people.
Several medical emergencies have been recorded in the past 5 days, prompting a high alert for hospital staff this week.
This is a message from BB Healthcare.
We are activating a HICS Level 2 in response to a sharp increase in atypical overdose patients. Individuals required for HICS positions will be notified to respond to the South Conference Room. Do not respond to the South Conference Room unless you are notified.
As this crisis continues, BB has been given 1,300 new Narcan kits from the Division of Public Health to distribute throughout its healthcare system, and another 200 doses for its emergency department alone. The investigation into these overdoses is still ongoing, and officials are asking people to be alert. Officials made it clear Wednesday afternoon that there is no correlation between the different kinds of patients that are suffering from these overdoses and that these overdoses are being reported throughout the county and not just one particular town. I'm Charles Reiner in Lewis, Coast TV News.
This sudden spike in overdoses comes less than a month after the Delaware Division of Forensic Science released data showing the number of overdose deaths in the state decreased for the first time in 10 years. There were 527 accidental drug overdose deaths in 2023, according to the data. Though statewide deaths decreased, Sussex County saw an increase in overdose-related deaths in the last quarter of 2022.
Delaware Police and the Department of Health and Social Services advise against consuming any unknown substance, and they're encouraging those struggling with substance abuse to seek professional help. Now, we mentioned Narcan training, but they can also connect those in addiction with treatment facilities for 24/7 resources, support, and crisis assistance. Contact the Delaware Hope Line. In any medical emergencies, of course, call or text 911.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, safety campaign kicking off in Ocean City. We're telling you the tools the town's using to improve safety.
And Stephen Decatur lacrosse seeking their 6th straight win. They played James M. Bennett yesterday. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Dive into the extraordinary this spring at Bella Terrace Garden Center. Discover rare wonders, vibrant annuals, perennials, a wide range of native plants, and lush tropicals. With over 20 years of expertise, trust us to elevate your curb appeal. Explore our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for insider tips, inspiration, and exclusive deals that will take your gardening to the next level. Experience the possibilities at our garden center right off Route 16 between Milton and Allendale.
There are too many areas in Maryland elected officials seem to have a hard time finding. Not David Trone. His family came from Cambridge, right by the Choptank River that he used to fish in as a boy. If you're going to stand up for people who too often feel ignored and left out, you have to show up. David has. From Eastern Shore to Mountain Maryland and back, every Marylander deserves a voice, and David intends to carry yours all the way to the U.S. Senate.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installed calls in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
6:40 on this beautiful Thursday morning. Gutter Helmet Cam. Look at the water, just absolute glass. No wind, and visibility is pretty good in Ocean View 55, but inland areas, watch out for pockets of fog. We've seen that around Laurel, Georgetown, maybe around the Seaford area as well. So 4 miles there, a little better into areas in northern Maryland, and then that fog burns off in a couple of hours. It's chilly out the door. 53 Del Mar, 55 Ocean Pines, Indian River Inlet at 57. Winds are light now from the southwest, but those winds pick up. Out of the southwest today, lots of sunshine, and we warm into the 80s. Just some high clouds floating in, lots of sunshine, and a good-looking forecast for the golf course. Yes, I drained the putt again. It's excellent. 88 degrees, lots of sunshine on the course, very warm. Make sure you have sunscreen and lots of water. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather line for your latest forecast. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Happening today, the start of the 33rd annual Spring Fest in Ocean City. The 4-day festival takes place at the Inlet parking lot. It has live music, over 200 arts and crafts vendors, and a variety of Eastern Shore cuisine. Organizers say the daytime events are free, but the evening shows do require tickets, which you can get online. Since parking in the downtown area is limited, the town will offer transportation to the event.
With summer less than 2 months away, Ocean City held an event that hopefully reminds everyone of the soon-to-be busy roads. The town, MDOT, and Ocean City Police Department, they all came together Wednesday to discuss the overall safety they hope to implement this summer. Some changes MDOT made throughout the years to keep Ocean City safe includes this, that 2.7-mile-long fence to prevent jaywalking, also LED lights around the roads to help people see at night, and adding more crosswalks around the town.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. Stephen Decatur boys lacrosse hoping to capture their 6th straight win and facing a Bennett squad trying to move above 500 on the season. The Seahawks starting off quickly. Brody Lynch going the length of the field and firing a shot in. Decatur jumps out to a 1-0 lead and they keep it coming. Parker Mason finding Twine, his first of 2 tallies in this contest. More from the Seahawks. John Foner, the sophomore, showing up and showing out with back-to-back goals from high to low. Decatur up 4-0. On the other side, Josh Collins with the quick catch and finish gets the Clippers on the board. J&B trails by 3. But the Seahawks respond right away with a bullet from Foner to make it 5-1. And Decatur's attack was unstoppable. Here's another one from Foner. He had a hat trick in the first half and 6 total goals in this game as Decatur defeats Bennett 16-5 and the Seahawks remain at the top of the Bayside South. To the MLB, the Phillies wrapping up a 3-game set with the LA Angels, top of the second. No score, bases loaded for Kyle Schwarber. He knocks the liner back through the middle. 2 runs come in to score, fills up 2-0. Bottom of the second, i.e. Ray Adrianza takes Zach Wheeler deep for a solo home run, his first of the year. Angels trailed 2-1. 9th inning, runners on the corners for Taylor Ward. He hits a deep fly ball off Gregory Soto, but Schwarber makes the catch on the warning track to end the game. Phillies win 2-1. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life. It's Derby weekend, and Southern Delaware Therapeutic Riding is bringing Kentucky to Delmarva. And like every Thursday, we are spilling the tea. You sent us your problems and your drama, and we will give you advice. All that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
I was mentioning fog earlier, and here it is now in our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Kind of a beautiful shot. Use the low beam headlights. We've got the patchy fog. It will burn off here the next couple of hours to sunshine and very warm conditions today, and then sharply cooler Friday into the weekend. Some rain chances beginning Sunday. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV. What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's now 6:46 on your Thursday morning. Let's take a live look now at Laurel. Ooh, it's like Halloween in Laurel, Bob. Spooky.
Yeah, kind of spooky. Such a cool perspective there, Paige, with the camera up on the tower looking down at some of that fog on the ground. And yeah, use the low beam headlights. It's not especially dense, but it's tricky when you're out of the fog, then you're in and then out. So make sure you use the low beam headlights. That fog should burn off pretty quickly, but you can see the white shaded area across areas around Laurel where we have some of that fog, maybe a little thicker farther inland, but 4 miles in Georgetown, 6 miles in Salisbury and Ocean City. And once that fog burns off, temperatures are off to the races. Maybe a record today. The standing record is from 2018. It's 90 degrees. I'm expecting a high in Georgetown of 88, so pretty close to that record high. But we're starting out chilly in the 50s, so you definitely need that light jacket, and then you can unzip it and, you know, toss it off to the side here the next hour or so. But it's cool starting out in the 50s right now, but those temperatures quickly rising with the sunshine and a southwesterly breeze, which is pretty light or calm now, but that will be picking up a little bit during the day. But we've got mostly clear skies, some of the patchy fog, some high clouds building in as well. And there is a front offshore. This was a backdoor cold front yesterday that pushed in, and now it's starting to move offshore, and we're getting into a warmer southwest flow, and it'll be really toasty today. The closest bad weather is well to our west through Texas into the upper Midwest, so that's staying out there. We've got a couple of nice days, but we've got a big cool down coming. Here's Futurecast this morning. Let's pick it up at 7:30. We've got 50s and 60s with the fog. I think the fog should burn off by about 9 or 9:30, and by noon, 70s and low 80s inland, cooler at the beaches. And by 4 o'clock, 85 Salisbury, 86 Georgetown. I'm forecasting 88 for you, 85 in Selbyville, and cooler 60s Dewey Beach and Fenwick Island. So you still need your windbreaker there, and still pretty pleasant as we go through the evening. And then big changes overnight. After midnight, the winds shift to the east, and our high temperatures of lower 60s could occur early in the day and then falling through the 50s as we go through the day. Look at this. This easterly wind kicks in, the clouds move in, and by 12:30 tomorrow, we are way colder than today, with temperatures only in the 50s, low 50s at the beaches, maybe even some 40s. And we're looking at mid-50s in the afternoon, maybe lower 60s around Salisbury as we go into Friday afternoon. But if you're heading out Friday evening, For a night on the town, it's going to be chilly with low 50s and with an easterly wind feeling like 40. So let's track those winds out of the southwest today, and then you see those shifting to the northeast after midnight and then to the east, and that's a cold direction. That wind coming off the Atlantic Ocean right into the weekend. So that's going to be a raw wind, and it's going to be pretty chilly on Saturday with lots of clouds, but looking dry for your outdoor chores or activities. And then that rain builds in on Sunday. Not the best timing, but good to see the rain, and that could linger into Monday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. We go from 88 today to 63 tomorrow, but really much of the day tomorrow we're in the 50s. 49 Saturday morning, lots of clouds on Saturday, only 62, but then lower 70s Sunday. Rain chances there, dry and milder Monday. Another rain chance on Tuesday, 76 and 83 on Wednesday. Some showers as we start to get into a wetter pattern next week.
Thank you, Bob. South Bethany has a problem in its canals, an algae problem, so the town is getting ready to clean it up. It's that gross-looking green stuff that we're showing you here on your screen. Crews will start harvesting the algae from the canals starting next week, May 6th to May 15th, and the work will be done from 7:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. They're asking people to delay putting in boats into the water until the work is complete so as not to interfere with the harvesting operation.
In Georgetown, closures are in place on Kruger Road between Piney Grove Road and Bunning Road. We're showing you that location on your screen right now. Crews are installing a new crossroad pipe, and that work will last until next Wednesday.
Yeah, and there are other road closures in Sussex counties that drivers need to be aware of. In Selbyville, the intersection of Route 113 and Hosier Street will be shut down. There will also be closures near Route 113 and the Mason-Dixon Shopping Center. Crews will be installing new stop-and-go traffic signals there. The work starts on May 7th and will last through July.
It's now 6:50. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is ready for Cinco de Mayo. Guess who's on the screen page?
Benny?
That is Betty. Love that outfit, Betty. Hoping to be invited to his party. Did you get an invite?
I didn't. I was wondering if you could bring a +1. Did you get an invite?
You know, maybe we can ask Tammy and Seaford
Yeah.
because she always submits these pictures of Benny. Love the timeliness of that one.
Maybe we don't need an invite because Benny's always partying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? All right. Hey, we want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes them so special.
Yeah, get that QR code on your screen. You can submit your furry friends to Coast TV News and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
We're seeing hazy sunshine right now in our tunnel in Razor Cane. Beautiful shot, Delaware Bay with the sun shimmering down, and that burns off the fog eventually mid-morning. A very warm day today, but then a big cool down Friday and into the weekend. And some showers beginning Sunday and continuing into next week, but 80s are back as we go into next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
Hi, Chef Daniel Greenhead with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
On the next Tamron Hall, digging into the past, uncovering family secrets from shocking discoveries.
Kind of like a rabbit hole each time.
To life-changing answers. It took over 50 years for this man to find his birth parents. Now the moment he waited for his entire life. He's meeting his biological dad for the very first time. And a genealogist is helping me find secrets from my own family on the next Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on Coast TV.
Deal. Or no deal. Welcome to the Banker's Private Island.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
We really don't know what we signed up for.
The biggest prize in Deal or No Deal history. Are you ready to see what's inside?
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
At the Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports, we understand the benefits that sports activities provide to all children. Health, teamwork, leadership, and friendship. These are the foundations of growth. We provide team grants and individual scholarships to children in need, ensuring no one is left off the playing field. Our focus is helping kids 6 to 14 years old. Apply today at jasonandersonfoundation.org. The Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports, where every kid plays.
It's now 6:54. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Authorities in Maryland have recovered the body of the 5th victim of the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse site. The Unified Command identified the victim as 49-year-old construction worker Miguel Angel Luna Gonzalez. Now, according to the release, investigators recovered his body from inside a red truck. That Key Bridge collapsed in March after a cargo vessel slammed into the bridge.
Early voting begins today in Maryland, all leading up to the May 14th primary election. The race that has the national attention is the race for Senate. That man, Ben Cardin, will retire at the end of his term. 10 Democrats, 7 Republicans are on the ballot for the primary in the attempt to become the next Maryland senator.
Health officials sounding the alarm on what they're calling an overdose crisis. According to officials, they're seeing an unusual Narcan-resistant overdose in Sussex County. BB and various state agencies still trying to figure out what exactly is even causing a rise in Sussex County overdoses. Officials say they are not entirely sure even what drug is causing this. And on top of that, doctors say patients suffering from this specific kind of overdose need more care, and they're spending more time in hospitals than patients with other overdoses. Well, in some better news, maybe, Airbnb has announced a collection of extraordinary experiences called Icons.
Yeah, these homes are hosted by the greatest names in music, film, television, art, sports, and more. Here are just a few of them.
All right, let's take a look. Let's see. If you like X-Men, if you rent this 2D animated recreation of Marvel's Animation X Mansion, I hope we have that video. I want to see that.
There you go.
Ooh, there's one of them. So you'll discover your mutant abilities, even train in a danger room.
Ooh.
Cool.
And then for fans of music legend Prince, you can experience his Purple Rain house in Minneapolis for the first time ever. Prince purchased the home featured in the legendary film Purple Rain, but it's never been available to the public until now.
I don't want to stay there because I don't want to sleep under those big eyes.
Purple?
No, the
eyes.
eyes.
The eyes, yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
The purple's good.
What about the Page home?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
That's expensive,
I'll
though.
create it one day. All right, well, it is 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, we got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Try. He is tracking a toasty day for this Thursday.
Absolutely. You know, guys, I didn't see any dollar signs on those rooms
Yeah.
either, those homes. Probably a little steep,
Probably.
I'm guessing. Yeah. A little rich for my blood, I think. But we're looking at areas of fog this morning, guys, especially inland areas of Delaware, so take it slow. And that fog burns off mid-morning, 50s and 60s, and then lots of sunshine, southwest wind kicks in, and we're in the mid to upper 80s. Could be record-tying heat this afternoon. I'm expecting right around 88 in Georgetown today. The record is 90. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Big cool down into Friday, only 63. Gets pretty chilly into the weekend, 49 to start Saturday. 62 Saturday, cloudy with showers and warmer on Sunday. And then next week, we'll start to see increasing showers, maybe some storms by Thursday with highs in the 70s and 80s as that rain chance picks up.
We'll take it, Bob. Not too bad. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, today's show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Don't forget, we'll be back at 11 for Coast TV News Midday, so stick with us.
Until then, everybody, have a great Thursday morning.